Welcome back. Today we'll be doing Ohyo Kumite number 3. Helping me again today is Sensei Kerry. We're also doing it on one of the hottest days in the UK this year. So if you see us sweating, it's not nerves, it's perspiration. So please bear with us. So breakdown again, we have to make distance. So if we can do it fairly slowly, I'm not going to take on the floor. You don't always have to take on the floor. As you remember when we were doing some of the Kions, especially number 10, you don't always have to take them onto the floor. So, you know. So again, we are kuriashi, and we try and look for this hand. And then ayumiashi, jodan, chudan. It looks like I am retreating. This tempts Sensei Kerry to attack jodan. And that's what we want. We want this coming back, then up, and low. To deflect. So when we deflect, it's not central as we're taking his full body weight. If you've been watching some of the other, been talking about the Senji-sen and also these other two. So we try and bias it to a direction where he can rotate around. And not only keeping it low, but you want the kazushi, which is you hit or using your body. This is the first point of contact. But it doesn't stop there, it carries on. And it continues up and through and through. You want to be able to use your elbow as a strike as well. Not 100%, but if it's there, elbow against their Adam's apple, their throat, it's not pleasant experience. And you want to be able to take their body so that when you turn, it's not a big effort of trying to throw them and hack their legs away from the back of them. It needs to be, so when they come in, they're almost going. So that when you come to do this, you try and do one movement. Yeah, you've already taken, you're already doing one movement. No need to put both knees on the floor unless you're too far away. I was slightly too far away earlier, but I'm having to take care of this hip. So that's why I'm not going right the way down and right into their face. So try and take their body weight when you are, and keep it going and low. Yeah, so it should be a nice, smooth transition. So they don't feel a big hit and a big thump in the back of their leg and a throwing over the shoulder. Yeah, it should be, whoa, yeah, what's happening? Okay, so the smoother you can get that, and sink down. Yeah.
So, okay, depending on how experienced you and your training partner are with this, is your counter-attack. You may need to sort of take it steady, take it slow to give them a chance to get comfortable in the technique. If they're more experienced and more comfortable with the technique, then you can make it a genuine counter-attack. Give them a threat intent, put some intent, some kime into the technique. But obviously don't do this unless you're confident that your training partner is capable of dealing with it. Last thing you want is to sort of hit them because they're inexperienced. The big thing, uke, is going to the floor. If you get any type of going to the floor technique, tuck your chin, always. The last thing you want to do is strike the back of your head on the floor, even on mats. You'll give yourself concussion, make yourself ill. So if you think you're going to the floor, you think you're coming out of your center and going to topple over, automatically tuck your chin if you do, nothing else. You can slap your arm down, take some of the sting out of the technique, but try and roll up multiple points. Try not to fall flat on your back. If you can roll slightly and break the fall across multiple surfaces, it helps a lot. There is an official method for getting back up, which I'm struggling with at the moment. I've got a knee injury, which I'm trying to recover from. And as we've discussed earlier, try to use a live foot position. Where I train, we don't use a live foot. We kick the foot flat, so you'll probably see me doing that in the video. But if you're doing this for grading, certainly in a Wado syllabus environment, try and go for the live foot and try to do the spiral standing up. So some just general points to take away from this: safety. Make sure your partner is comfortable with you doing a full power attack. Tuck your chin, multiple points of impact so you take the sting out of going to the floor.
Conclusion, what do we achieve from this? Those of you who train with me regular, you know that I'm a great, I don't like straight, pin and sender. I don't believe that this would be a strike. I understand there's different styles of karate that actually, they use finger strikes. But wado-ryu, that's up to you, but I prefer this as a deflection, not as an actual strike. If you're going to strike, you would have used a punch or knuckles, not straight fingers. We don't really tend to condition ourselves as other karate styles do with punching makiwaras. I think I've only ever seen one picture of Otsuka the First using a makiwara board. I've only seen one picture. I'm sure there's others out there, but I certainly don't use a makiwara board. Maybe a punch bag, where it can absorb it, but at least I'm not damaging my joints. I still want to be able to make a fist. So as you're getting older, your joints start to seize up anyway. So the last thing you want to be doing is smashing your joints up against a, piece of timber or some timber that's wrapped in rope. If you want to do that, that's fine. But to me, this is a form of deflection. So that's what I use for this technique. So it's hit and turn, and try and get your elbow to be in the neck and as low as possible, and then spiral down, then out. Timing's crucial, especially when you're laying a trap for somebody. Jordan, Chudan, looks as though you're going back, but actually you're going in. So get your body to look as though it's going back. 1, 2, but your head, keep it there. Your head's a fifth of your body weight. So it's a fifth of the weight that you haven't still got to transverse forward. So 1, 2, try and use your body to tempt them to punch. Then in. When you move in, try not to do this. it will put strain on your lower back. If you can learn a technique, then the technique should own the movement. You shouldn't have to fight against it. It's not a technique if you've got to fight against it. So try and keep your back straight. Even if it's this way, then just think of the force that's going onto your lower spine when you're trying to do this. Yeah, look after your internals, look after your bones, look after your joints, and try and make the technique work, flow. Not brawling, not fighting, not trying to lift him or hack him and pull him. Technique should do that for you. If you're not doing that, then you haven't found the technique yet. So take your time, back straight. Get your uke to tell you what he's feeling or she's feeling. You might be leaning back this way, but you don't realise. I'm sure when sometimes you practice gakuzuki, and your instructors come up and says your shoulders down. Oh no, yeah. So the same here. Get your uke to get your posture right, get your muscle memory right. Then you can move a lot easier. Thank you.